replay. That was not a nice ending to a live now, was it? I'm going to keep the other one just fair warning. At the end, there's a large alarm. I don't know if there's any way to edit it out either. Well, let's see if people come back. I've been in this apartment for about 6 months. Yeah, I've been in this apartment since June of last year. I have had all of them lit before, but for some reason tonight the alarm starts to go off. I don't get it. But thanks for coming back. So hopefully towards the end of the next one, I'm gonna publish it, but I guess I'll put a little warning in the title that says watch out at the end. You get a fire alarm going on. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we're back. How you doing, Marie? I don't know, maybe I was just meant to do this like this. Because seriously, I've had all this lit with incense, and it didn't happen. And now, this time it does. I'm over it. Would you like a reading? Or do you have a question that will result in a yes or no answer? Do you want tarot or oracle? Because I have the wisdom, the feminine wisdom, and I have the witch's wisdom. Oh, okay. Did you want the feminine wisdom? I think that's one of your favorites, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. All right. Okay, so I pulled abundance. Abundance. A generous amount of anything meaningful and worthwhile, a state of plenty. The card you drew today invites you into an abundance of health and wealth. Nothing is lacking, everything is just simple process of giving and receiving. Affirm yourself in this moment. I trust this abundance surrounding me. I am worthy of everything that is beautiful, meaningful, and harmonious. My health is great. My wealth is ever growing. Affirmation. I choose to be generous, appreciative, grateful, and loving. I know that embodying these qualities will bring more abundance into my life too. Welcome back. Hello. Gotta love smoke alarms. But yeah, you never know. Maybe you'll get your kitchen done. Didn't you say something about wanting to get your kitchen done? Maybe something will bring that. But abundance. Deb, do you want a reading? An oracle or tarot reading? You're welcome. Because I have the Witch's Wisdom and I have my tarot here still. And I have this one. If not, that's fine. Okay. Which one would you like? Would you like the tarot, the feminine, or the Witch's Wisdom? Well, it's going for either the tarot or the witches. It said both of those. And I get sparks from both hands. So, the witch's wisdom or the tarot. Either one is working. I'll get the dowsing rods out and see what it says. Oh, dowsing rods say tarot. So we'll do tarot. Oh, okay. I'll do that one next. Yeah, I'll do that one next. So what does Deb need to hear? What does Deb need to hear? Let's hear what Deb has to say. One card? We're doing one card? One card. Okay. Okay, that's it. So we have justice. Strength. Hermit. Justice. Here we go. Justice. A capuchin monkey sits upon a wildwood throne. Iris flowers blossoming at her feet, and the tapestry hanging behind her. In the Victorian language of flowers, those blooms represent valor, wisdom, and faith. In its early spring, the trees do not yet have their leaves. Named for their resemblance to an order of friars by Portuguese explorers in the 15th century, Capuchin Monkeys are intelligent primates and are known for their human-like characteristics. These creatures have complex societal structure, use tools, and have even recognize their own reflections. The card of justice is one of the fairness, intellectual, and balance. She can tip her scales to correct an imbalance or fire her arrow for swift punishment. Above all, she values honesty and rational thought above emotions. Upright. You have a decision to make, and it may not be an easy one. There are always consequences, but by observing and analyzing your situation, you can choose the fairest path forward. Consider your impact and remember that even mundane decisions can create a ripple effect. Follow the path of ethics and remember to be your true self and to others. How have my actions affected others positively and negatively? How can I better achieve balance in my daily life? Sounds like you may have a decision to make, but you're just not sure which direction to go. At least that's what this is saying. Not getting a lot from it. Trying to, but I'm not getting a lot from it. Have faith in yourself, which I think you already do. Weighing the pros and cons. Sign. Like a literal sign. But it sounds like whatever you're making a decision on affects other people, which I can imagine it probably does. Just go with your intuition. Your intuition is usually fairly good and right on. So, yeah. I've been told by many tarot people that sometimes a message doesn't make much sense to me, but I hope it makes sense to you. Or maybe something's coming up that you'll need to make a decision. Oh. Well, whatever you do is going to help other people, it sounds like. Just follow your gut and your intuition. Which you usually do anyway. I'm sure you will be just fine. You know, whatever you're doing is for the best interest of everyone, you know. Marie, you wanted the witchy one. The witch's wisdom. It looks like everything is going back to... Oh. Well, that's not nice. Hopefully it changes. I wonder what... never mind. My mind is just very naturally curious all the time. None of my business. Okay. Okay, so this is the card I drew, but I also know it doesn't mean what it says. It usually means rebirth. Because when I got this card once, it freaked me out, but it's not. It death. Samhain. Through the veil whilst in this very night, protection placed, no need for fright. Crone welcomes you and all you bring. Wisdom awaits. Now look within. This magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be, and there it is done. You've been avoiding death. Change is afoot, and you have been desperately clinging on to your old self, all of which you know too well, for fear is losing your identity. You must understand that to die to the old will escalate you to where you truly desire to be. Time to let go, to surrender, to accept death is never final. It is simply a portion of rebirthing into the next glorious stage of cycle called life. Death appears before you to now in the form of Samhain, a time of connection and reflection on those who have left this world for the other, and look at where you are, where you have journeyed from and to during the wheel of the year. The goddess in her triple form has become the crone, and you are invited to draw in her wisdom from deep within as she cradles you during the dark months to come. She will protect you and guide you from this period of dark night of the soul, and you will emerge wiser and more powerful than you could imagine. Let go of old patterns and behaviors. Take a risk. Fear is preventing your freedom. Embrace your croning years and step into your wisdom. A death changes your outlook. Sounds like doing some shadow work and knowing where you come from will change your outlook. So this is not a scary card. I know it sounds scary, but it's not. I mean, it's kind of like in tarot. It means a rebirth. It means look how far you've come, but also sounds like you have a little more work to do. And it's a matter of getting through all of that and then becoming a better person. I mean, you're already a good person, but even better than before. As it says, you will emerge wiser and powerful than before. But also, maiden, mother, and crown is a cycle of life. I mean, I know that you're younger than me, which means you might be going from the mother stage to the crone, which is kind of like a transition. Part of what you used to be is in the past, if that makes any sense. Sounds like you've got some changes that are coming up, but it's like a rebirth, so it's not such a bad thing. Yeah, I've learned through tarot that some of those things are not exactly as they seem or as they read. Okay. Anyone else? Does anyone have a question that would result in a yes or no answer? I have my community pendulum out here. I've also got my dowsing rods. Does anyone have any questions Or does anyone want a reading? Oh, well then there's already been a death. That makes sense. Hopefully someone who's had a very, very long life. Well, just remember that you've grown a lot. Very much so. Spiritually, and be proud of yourself and bring that with you. And maybe if you need to give those people some extra space for your own personal, then that's maybe what you need to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Protecting your space is important. And I'm always here if you need me. Does anyone else want a reading, or do you have a question that results in a yes or no answer? Oh, well, he's another angel on your side. Oh, you're welcome. Be much longer. Will the lady contact me within a week or so? Asking questions, the yes or no answer, because, okay, so the last live obviously got cut off because of the fire alarm. Dumb. But the first one I did, I have my ring light over there, so watch the light here. I'll try my best. But as you can see, my altar is pretty much done. And then this is my office now. It's quite the mess. But my office is no longer really my office. It's kind of like my little corner here is my little witch corner. But, we're ready. We're getting packed and everything. We're just waiting to hear some news. And I'm telling you, everything I do says it's within a matter of very, very shortly. So I'm just getting excited and figuring it out. But it's like, yeah, will I get hired by that job? Yes. And will we be leaving? Yeah. So super pumped about it. Hopefully this time in the next few months I will be live in Glasgow saying, hi, here you are. Not yet. We are waiting. I applied 2 weeks ago. I sent an email and they said that they were going through the applications and then they would get back to me for interview. So I'm waiting for them to say, here's your interview. And I am not taking it for granted that this thing is saying yes. I have researched the company in Glasgow. I have done my homework. I know what my job is going to be. I know what I will be doing. We have been looking for apartments. His job is somewhere up here that he applied for. And my job is, his one's on the north side of Glasgow. Mine's on the southwest side of Glasgow. So we are looking for that. We're looking for housing. Prerequisite, there's got to be a lot with this apartment for it to be good. We're doing all the things, getting all these totes a certain weight and getting a cargo. Yeah, we're getting everything established. Part of the manifesting is acting as it is. And that's exactly what we're doing. But does anyone have a question that will result in a yes or no answer? Or does anyone want a oracle or tarot reading? And I will keep going these lives until I think I have one more planned out for next Monday. And I'm going to keep y'all posted as to what I'll be doing in February. Because the next one will be on the 26th. And I'm not sure what February is going to entail. So excited, I can't understand it. Does anyone have any questions that will result in a yes or no answer? Or do any of you want a reading? The one thing I'm trying to remember about tarot, remember, I'm fairly new to this. The one thing I am trying to get through my head is the timing. I got this off of Pinterest and tarot timing. So the wands are days, swords, which in my Fae deck would be arrows, and then cups is months, and pentacles is a season or a year. So I'm paying attention to that when I'm doing things, but I think we need to do a tarot for the collective unless someone else wants a reading. No, it's just a matter of time. Yeah, just a matter of time. I still think it'd be fantastic to have a witchy get together in Glasgow. Just us witch sisters. I think that would be fantastic. So what does the collective need to hear? I think I got this last time when I asked about the collective needing to hear. Thank you. The Tower. I think I got this last time when I asked for a collective. Vultures encircle the tree that has been struck by lightning in a powerful storm. These birds feast on carrion, the decaying flesh of animals. It may seem as though they are taking advantage of a loss, but they are also cleaning up the environment for others and preventing the spread of disease by consuming rotting corpses. For some, calamitous storm brings a feast. For others, signals they fall from grace. The Tower is a card of upheaval, and often viewed to the most as a negative outcome in tarot. Chaos and calamity reign supreme, but this is sometimes how the universe corrects course and attempts to reinstate balance. A massive change is coming. It will cause destruction and confusion if you're not prepared. Now is the time to find solid ground before ripples of shock leave you stunned and unable to cope. How do I handle chaotic situations, and how do I redefine myself after a big change? All I can think of is I don't pay attention to news. I just get little snippets of things. Things are going to get worse before they get better. But I think we all know that. But I think once the worst is over, there will be a cleansing. There will be a reset. There will be a lot of change. I don't think it's kind of like pre-COVID. Nothing's going to be the same since COVID. Well, this next change is going to be really intense and it's going to be powerful, but we can get through it. We just have to stick together and figure it out. Have a solid foundation. Since we know something is coming, we need to be prepared. Gemini. Yeah, Gemini, I can do a reading for you. But yeah, we know Schmidt's going to happen. We just need to be prepared. And there's going to be quite the aftermath. But we just need to focus on the most important things and keep that close to our hearts. We can get through it. Okay, Gemini. You saw me shuffle it. I'm going to make sure this is the right card. Yeah, that can happen. Well, I'm glad that you're okay. Well, I shuffled it and you saw me shuffle. You got this card. So we've already explained that. So something tells me, okay. I'm not quite liking this message, but I've also told myself I would never not say a message. You've got a lot to lose. Stand your ground. Fight for justice. Protect family. It will sort out. Prepare. You know what to do to prepare. Stand your ground. Have faith. You got this. I think that's it. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. From what I gather from from this card, upheaval happens, but afterwards there's calm. After things are turned upside down, it's like you reflect and things become better. That's what I get from the card. Would anyone else like a reading? Cards are kind of freaky tonight, aren't they? Ouch. I'm sitting on the floor. Ow. Does anyone else want a reading? Sure. I think I remember you from my last live. Welcome back. Coriander. I'm not very good with names, but I just gave you one. I just gave you one. Well, did you have questions about that last one? So this somehow went up upside down. So 8 of Wands. No need to apologize. I just already helped you with one and I was trying to help somebody else. 8 of Wands. So somehow this flew out of my hands. So it's upside down, but it's 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands is a card of energy, action, and movement. A roadmap to success lies before you, and with swift action, your full potential will be fulfilled. In this card, a rooster crows in the foreground at the wand zooming past. He woke at dawn before any other animal. He is ready to greet the day, loudly proclaiming his chosen path and encouraging others to do the same. So, reversed is you may be waiting for a sign to tell you what to do, but you have missed several and feel lost. As a result, chaos reigns. You must turn back and figure out where you went wrong before proceeding. Am I ready for the next steps? Am I on the right path? Have you gone against your intuition or ignored it? Like retracing your steps? I hear intuition and tracing steps. That's about all I'm getting from it. I'm not sure. Well, the upright, if I got it wrong, keep going and fast. You know what the next steps are. The signs are all pointing forward. Do not lose momentum. Because when I flipped the cards out and they spilled, okay, makes sense then. Sounds like following your intuition and figuring out the mismatch and then moving forward. I don't think you need to go too far back. It's just a matter of reflecting on what happened and then moving forward in a different direction. I'm sure you are. Hey, I just give the messages. I don't judge. No judgy here. This is a nice, safe space. No judgment. Would anyone else like a reading? Or do you have a question with a yes or no answer? Good. Good. I'm happy that you do that. Everyone needs a safe space. Whenever I go live or whenever I do these types of things, these lives are always love and light energy. I am an eclectic witch, but I'm also a very safe place. As long as you're respectful, you'll get the same. Anyone else want a reading? Or does anyone have a question that will result in a yes or no answer? I do have... Oh, definitely. I always try to show respect. Yes, definitely. That is just part of who I am. Do unto others. Oh, good. I'm glad it was. Does anyone have a question that will result in a yes or no answer? Sure. Do you want the pendulum or do you want the dowsing rods? Will S break up? No contact. Will S break no contact soon? Will S break no contact soon? Will S break no contact soon? That's a no. Okay. Hey now. Will my mom show up at the airport tomorrow? Looks like a yes. Anything else? That's why the card I don't want to. You got this. I'm not exactly sure what you're going through, but just remember you're strong and you can do this, and just have strength and courage. That is getting a message. There's a little channeling. Does anyone have any other questions? Anyone else want any more readings? You're very welcome. Okay, well, does anyone have anything they just want to talk about in general? Just seems so weird seeing this one so empty, but it's all packed up. I think when I'm editing the other live, not editing it, but I think I need to give people a warning of, for the other live, I'm going to publish it and just say, warning, fire alarm at the end. Okay, well, sounds like we're done here then, for now. I will go live again next Monday, the 26th at 6 p.m. I do have it scheduled. So, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, like, follow, share, all the things. And I will see you next time. Thank you again and have a wonderful day. Love, light, and blessed be.